while the Allies in Italy have advanced miles beyond Rome, occupying half the country and bringing the German 14th Army to catastrophe, in Normandy they have also continued to expand their gains. Troops, equipment and supplies have been literally pouring ashore. United Kingdom and Canadian troops in the center and on the left of the front, Americans on the right in reinforcements going ashore. As you'll see, this American landing was anything but unopposed. If not one of the first landings, it was early on. Beaches had been seized, but pockets of resistance remained to be mopped up, and snipers were active. 4 men fall wounded, 2 in the sea and 2 on the sand, soon after landing craft grounds here. Although the weather has been distinctly unfavorable a good deal of the time, Allied airmen have taken every opportunity. Targets on the battlefield and behind it have been most severely dealt with day after day. Bridges and communications, enemy troop concentrations, airfields, gun emplacements, and scores of other targets. That kind of thing is going on all the time, except during spells of impossible weather. Recently, 6,000 aircraft were over France in one day. The race to build up our strength faster than Rommel can concentrate his forces continues. United Kingdom and Canadian reinforcements have been landing in one continuous stream, and German estimates of the number of divisions already put ashore increase. The weather certainly hasn't always been as good as we would have liked, but the landings have gone on. The western bridgehead into Europe had not only been secured, it had been extended all along the front. There had been local loss of ground in some places, with counterbalancing gains at others. At this time, the general situation was officially described as satisfactory, with advances well beyond Bayeux and the important capture of Carentan. It meant bitter fighting and very gallant work by the whole Allied expeditionary force. A few details of the Atlantic Wall not only provide evidence of its existence, about which some reports have been doubtful, they also show that here, at any rate, together with its garrison, it had been smashed and overrun. Strong fortifications, powerful guns, and numerous concrete pillboxes, those are just a few of the signs. The Germans believed and said that the Allies could never land and advance inland. There would never be another Western front, they said. Well, now they know. Soon after the first cracking of the Atlantic Wall, the Allied Supreme Commander is in a ship off the beachhead conferring with commanders. With Admiral Rand, the arrival of General Montgomery. After the conference, Monty goes ashore. Watch for the smile of satisfaction as he sets foot in France again. Everything is going excellently, he's reported to have said, and we all know what splendid progress has been made since then. In spite of the battle here on the coast of Italy, in spite of all the bombing and shelling, many French people still remained in the battle area. They were there in the streets as troops advanced inland, naturally enough. But try to imagine their feelings. After 4 years of humiliating subjection to the hated Boche, they find themselves suddenly free again, while their allies push on inland from village to village. These are some of the latest pictures to reach Britain from the front line. The Battle of the Beaches gives way to the Battle of the Villages, to street fighting, to the beginning of the new Battle of France. Yes, once again, France becomes a battlefield. But although war burns its way into the French countryside, this time it's a fight for freedom in which the odds are not heavily in favor of Hitler. This time, the Allies have made their preparations and they've made a magnificent start. They intend to finish the job, to quote General Montgomery, in the only right and proper way. And surely we have good cause to be confident of the result of the great battles yet to come. The foothold is secure, good progress is being made, and prisoners are being taken by the thousand. After a week's fighting, some 10,000 had already been counted. 10,000 prisoners, taken by an expeditionary force landing from the sea and assaulting fortifications Hitler had had 4 years to build. 10,000 in 1 week.